Welcome to your wellness work break. How are you today? I'm feeling excited. My work week is going well. How about you? Share in the chat how you're feeling today. How's everything going? Has your work week been exciting, dreadful, slow, engaging? Share with me in the chat how your work week has been so far. I live in Raleigh. Where do you live? I have 1 minute away from 12 o'clock. So, how's your week going? Have you played so far this week? Have you done anything fun? Have you played as hard as you work? Did you schedule any fun play, laughter, joy, all the good stuff in life? Have you scheduled it? We're halfway through the work week. So, have you participated in the things that make you feel complete, whole, satisfied, joyous? Have you? Share in the chat with me what you've been doing this week to de stress and to play and add fun to your life. All right. So I want to go ahead and get started. I would like to do this within 15 minutes because I'm not sure if you're on lunch or if this is just a 15-minute break. So I try to get this lesson in within 15 minutes so we can chat and learn some new things and just think about things differently. And in addition to have a practice that could, impact the way you manage your stress. So I am Ebony Davenport and I teach stress management. I show people how to utilize fun management solutions to decrease stress and counter burnout so that they can be happier, healthier, and well balanced. I use over 50 tools, tips, tricks, and techniques to manage stress. But today we're going to talk about the king of stress management, which is breathing. And I talk about breathing every Wednesday at noon during this wellness work break because it's so important. Breathing is a necessity of life that most people take for granted. It is something that we do without even thinking about. Yet it is vital to our existence. It is our life force. Stress is feeling out of control instead of in a peace. And when we are stressed out, our breathing is the first thing impacted. Our breathing rhythm changes under distress. Poor breathing habits diminish the flow of gases to and from the body, making it harder for us to cope with stressful situations. Improper breathing contributes to anxiety, panic attacks, depression, muscle tension, headache, and fatigue. If an insufficient amount of air reaches your lungs, your blood is not properly oxygenated, and your heart rate and muscle tension increases, and your stress response is turned on. An anxious individual usually takes shallow, tiny breaths, moving air in and out via their shoulders rather their diaphragm. This type of breathing throws off the body's gas equilibrium. Shallow overbreathing, also known as hyperventilating, can amplify anxiety symptoms by exacerbating physical stress symptoms. Some of these symptoms can be alleviated by controlling your breathing, and once you're an expert, all of them can be alleviated by controlling your breathing. Learning to be aware of your breaths by practicing slowing and normalizing your breathing, your mind becomes quiet and your body relaxes. Breathing awareness and good breathing habits enhance your psychological and physical well being. Whether you practice them alone or in combination with other relaxation techniques like meditation, yoga, walking, reading. When you inhale, the air is drawn in through your nose where it is warm to body temperature, humidified, and partially cleansed. Your diaphragm, a sheet like muscle separating your lungs and the abdomen, facilitates our breathing by expanding and contracting as we breathe in and out. With each breath of air, we obtain oxygen and release the waste product carbon dioxide. So when you breathe, there are just two types of breathing patterns. There's just two. You can either do chest or thoracic breathing. I remember when I first learned stress management, this is how I realized that I had been breathing, at least consciously while I'm awake. Uh, Chest or thoracic breathing is also associated with anxiety or other emotional distress. It is also common in people who wear restrictive clothing, lead sedentary lives, or stressful lives. So, in our society, especially as women, we are taught to push our shoulders back, chin up, suck it in. And that type of breathing ensures that you practice chest or thoracic breathing. Chest breathing is shallow and often irregular and rapid, and so it's not good for you. Even though you look, good, standing straight up with your stomach sucked in, it's not really healthy for you. So the second type, I had to learn, I had to practice to switch from chest or thoracic breathing to abdominal or diaphragmic breathing. I had to start in small intervals at 5 minutes at a time, paying attention to my breathing. And it took years, of course, until I'm consciously aware of how I'm breathing often, because I use breathing as a technique to manage my stress and to keep me centered and mindful and in the present moment. So, abdominal and diaphragmic breathing is how we naturally breathe when we are newborn babies or when we're sleeping. The air is inhaled deep into our lungs and exhaled as the diaphragm contracts and expands. Breathing is non constrictive and even, and the respiratory system can do its job of producing energy from oxygen and removing waste products. So let's go ahead and take a poll of how you're breathing. I want you to sit straight up. I want you to plant your feet and just kind of listen to how you're breathing. Just see if when you breathe, are you breathing mostly with your chest and throat, or are you breathing with your abdominal muscle, which is again the most important way to breathe if you want to get as much oxygen as you can to your brain so your body can increase its functioning, right? And so let's just sit here, take about 30 minutes or so, and just see if we're breathing with our chest or abdomen. Ready? Go. So if you're breathing with your chest, it will look like this. See how my shoulders are going up and down as I breathe? If you're breathing with your abdomen, your stomach will go in and out as you breathe. And unless you're taking a deep breath, your shoulders will remain stationary. So, by increasing the awareness of our own breathing patterns and shifting to more abdominal breathing, we can reduce the muscle tension and anxiety present with stress related symptoms or thoughts. Diaphragmic breathing is the easiest way of eliciting a relaxation response. So, you can relax anytime, any place by practicing deep diaphragmic breathing. Most stress comes from thinking about the past or worrying about the future. But when you're in the present moment, when all of your attention is focused on your breathing, there isn't any room for anything else to enter. We're going to do a couple of small breathing exercises and then I will let you go. So let's sit straight up in our chair. We're going to plant our feet and inhale. We're going to feel the breath go through our nostrils, down deep in our throat, down into our abdomen. Then we're going to ignite our senses. What do we smell, hear, see, taste, and feel around us? And then we're going to give an exhale. And let's do it about 3 times just to kind of put us in the present moment so that we're focused on breathing. Ready? Go. Remember, before you exhale, what do you see, smell, hear, taste, and feel around you? One last time, and this time make it a deep breath. Take a deep breath in through your nostrils. Good job. Natural breathing. So the next one we're going to do is straw breathing. We're going to sit straight up in our chair, plant our feet. We're going to take in as much oxygen in through our nose as we can without forcing it or rushing it. We're going to take as much oxygen as we can. And then we're going to breathe it out, our perched lips, as if we're breathing through a straw. So pause in between your inhale and exhale just to kind of get your grounding. And then breathe out. You do not have to force the air out the straw. You are giving constant, steady breaths as you're pushing the air out. Ready? I'll do one and then join me with the other two. Ready? Go. One more, make it a big, deep one. Good job. Natural breathing. The next one we're going to do is inhale and exhale naturally. No need to rush air or force air in and out. Take in as much air as you can without strain. When you inhale, let your shoulders naturally rise. When you exhale, let your shoulders naturally relax. And then we're going to inhale for 4 seconds, hold our breath and pause for 4 seconds, and then exhale for 8 seconds. So we're going to do it 3 times. And remember, we're taking in enough air so that our shoulders will rise as we're taking in air. Ready? We're going to do it 3 times. Ready, go. This time, taking as much air as you can, make it a good one. Taking a deep exhale, count to 8, pause for a couple of seconds, and then exhale for 8. Ready, go. Regular natural breathing. The next one we're going to do, or the final one we're going to do, is a sigh breath. So what we're going to do is take in as much air as you can. Let your shoulders naturally rise as you take in the air. Pause for a second and let all the air out in a deep sigh as quick as you can. Ready? And we're going to do 4 of these. Ready? Go. Last one, taking as much air as you can. Good job, natural breathing. How do you feel? One of the great things about using breathing to reduce stress is that you can practice breathing anywhere, anytime. There are so many ways to incorporate breathing techniques into your most stressful moments. That is why it is the king of stress management. So I hope this helps. How do you feel after practicing? Share with me in the chat if you feel more engaged, more mindful, more in the present moment, if you feel more excited, more creative after practicing deep breathing. Do you take a breath when before you respond to stressful situations? That part is very important too. So please share with me in the chat how you feel, how you use breathing, if you use breathing as a stress management technique, and how do you breathe? Do you practice chest or thoracic breathing, or do you practice abdominal breathing? So I do this every Wednesday at noon. I do a wellness work break where we practice deep breathing. On Fridays at noon, it's Fun Funny Fridays where I do something fun. It's normally laughter yoga at noon. On Mondays, I give a new tip or technique to manage stress at noon. So join us there on the inner streets. And then also, if you're interested in the 50 tips, tools, tricks, and techniques I use to manage stress, I host a stress management fun shop every third Saturday of the month, where I give out at least 15 tips, tricks, tools, and techniques to manage stress. October is full, so the next one will be November the 19th. Look for my social medias to gather more details about it. And as always, you have to make a plan to play as hard as you work. We work, 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 work. We rarely play, but playing is a biological need. It's food, sleep, sex, play in that order, or play and sex, I guess, are interchangeable, but we still need to make sure that we are satisfying our biological needs so that we can improve the quality of our life. And play is not optional. So find a way to play to reduce cortisol in your body. Play as hard as you work. Add fun, joy, play, laughter, all the good stuff into your life. It is your responsibility to do it. No one will do it for you. Only you benefit from the ways that you manage your stress. So it is your responsibility to do so. So I hope this helps, work life warriors. I want to give you your time back, and I hope I see you on Fridays for Fun Funny Fridays, or at one of my stress management fun shops. Have a great day, work life warriors. Happy hump day.